Hey everyone, I'm Ed.
And I'm Tiff.
And we are 2/5 of Team Trailblazer from Cambridge, England. It's fantastic to be here this morning in San Francisco. So this year's product games is all about remote working. And I want you to cast your mind back to before the pandemic and the relationships and connections that you had with your teams and colleagues at work. And now compare that to how things have been over the past year and a half.
I believe actually a lot of us got to know a new friend during this period. Just like Tom Hanks and his volleyball friend in Castaway. If you're anything like us, we feel disconnected and the relationship we have with our colleagues are not the same. And it's not just us. In our survey with 76 employees, 60% think that they've lost their social interaction. They miss their coffee conversation, and they find that it's hard to build personal connections. And 42% find that it's difficult to build expertise. They don't know who to reach out to. And for HR managers, they struggle with the loss of team culture, and it's very hard to integrate new joiners to the team, and it's difficult to do knowledge transfer as well. Staff are less engaged, and therefore, it's hard to retain their talents. And the panelists were just talking about all these challenges as well, and we want to help tackle them. Now, collaboration apps are booming in the market. We have so many different tools to tackle communication and help with productivity, but the human level of connection is missing here. Now, what if there's a platform that recreates the water cooler and coffee break conversations, helps with knowledge sharing within the organization, and helps employees create deeper relationships, and also help employees to find each other faster, and helps with improved productivity. Introducing Herd, an app that is all about knowing your colleagues better.
Introducing Herd. It is an app that is all about knowing your colleagues better in the remote working environment. Are you ready to sign up? Enter your job title and area of expertise. For our smart algorithms, enter your work-related interest, personal interest, and status. Now you are all signed up on our app. Have a question on a subject matter? Search based on expertise to find the right employee. Found 5 people with product experience in AWS. Oh no, James is on a coffee break. Jessie is online. Let's nudge her. She accepted, and I got my answer in 5 minutes. Let's search who is nearby and meet in person. Are you feeling lonely and missing coffee conversations? Create or join a topical discussion of the day, or join a work-related or personal interest room during your coffee break. Enjoy your conversation. Herd's smart interest matching algorithm will connect you one-on-one with others across your organization. Let's see what our users have to say.
Yeah, I think this personal interest room might be fun.
It's really awesome, like the discovering bit about the subject area. I would be very happy if I could find resources immediately.
I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool, the interest matching. It's a nice way to break the ice and meet new people that you might not know, or just catch up with people you haven't spoken to a long time.
I think, based on my reactions, I think the one-to-one interest matching one, just because I like one-to-one deep conversation with someone.
We talk to our users by showing them our prototype, and they love our product and they have good feedbacks. For employees, they think that they can expand their network with our interest matching features, and also they find it fun if they can talk to their colleagues about Squid Games or basketball. And for HR managers, they find that it's very interesting because for big companies, they struggle to leverage each other's work. So discovering expertise is really useful for them. And it can also help with their team building. In fact, from the HR experience, new joiners who interact the most with others turns out to be most successful. Now, Ed will tell us how we launch Herd.
Thanks, Tiff. So I want to walk you through our product roadmap. And at Herd, we believe in product-led growth. So the order of our roadmap here is really important, the order of the build. So starting at launch, the aim for us is to validate our MVP. Herd is a mobile app so that users can step away from their screens, and the MVP will include the essential features which make Herd what it is. So these are interest matching, audio rooms, search, nudge, and a status. Then we move on to phase one, and our aim here is to really drive activation through engaging new features like mini games in rooms, calendar integrations, and video calling. Here, we're really focusing on engagement of our end users who are employees in an organization. We continue this on to phase two, where we're really trying to improve the products and features that we've already got by optimizing the algorithms in the app, but also introducing topic modeling and a room recommendation engine. It's not until phase three that we really pivot our focus onto who our customer really is, which is an organization that we're selling to, so a company. And we do this by focusing on features that are really important for HR managers and decision makers in an organization, like privacy and security and third-party integrations. I think integrations is really important for us. We want to be able to say to companies, don't worry, Herd will integrate seamlessly with your existing product stack. And the aim here, obviously, in terms of our go-to-market, is converting these companies from using a free product to a paid product. That brings me on nicely to our go-to-market strategy. So our plan is to use a freemium business model to kickstart a product-led growth cycle. How do we do that? Let's start at the launch. So our objective here is to generate case studies. We do this by leveraging our existing connections to have our free product placed and piloted with a number of Series B tech companies who are open to adopting a new technology. And whilst we do this, we can also validate our MVP. Now, armed with these case studies, testimonials, and KPIs, we can then go into phase one, where we use the free parts of freemium to really drive activation and engagement from users within an organization. We do this with very targeted B2C marketing mix of marketing channels, also in-app referrals. We then move on to our phase two, which is a viral growth phase. And when I say viral growth, I really mean growth of a penetration within specific companies that we're targeting. We want to generate aha moments for employees and really sort of leverage network effects within organizations as employees and teams refer each other through the app. We're still focused here on sort of the value for the end user and the employees. And it's then in phase three that we think about direct sales and sort of converting a company to paying for our products. At this point, we've already got high level of engagement from employees, and we've built the features, the premium features, which are important to managers, HR managers at an organizational level. And so this is how we convert to paid. This in turn generates more case studies, more KPIs, more testimonials, and so the cycle repeats itself. Quick note on pricing. We have 3 tiers of pricing to reflect our freemium business model. Basic is free, professional is $2 per user per month, and enterprise is $4 per user per month. And this is in line with our sort of go-to-market plan, focused around features which are important to organizations and managers. So onto KPIs. We've listed here sort of all the things we'll be measuring and tracking across user acquisition, engagement, and retention. But what I really want to draw your attention to is the North Star metric at the top. So this is the number of different people interacted with per week, per user on the app. And we think this really encapsulates the value we're creating for our end users, for HR managers and decision makers within an organization, and also for Herd ourselves as we grow as a company. In terms of market, the market for global collaborative apps is large at about $31 billion. And for Herd specifically, it's $5.8 billion for team apps. It's growing at about 12% a year, and we estimate our SOM at about $200 million per year, and we're pretty ambitious. I think one thing I want to point out here is that the market is very fragmented, and the barriers to entry are very low. And this makes it now, well, this says that now is the right time for us to launch Herd. And I won't bore you with financial projections for too long, but just a few drivers to point out. Our revenue is really driven by the number of paid corporate customers that we have, as well as the number of users that, for each customer. We've made a few assumptions. For example, we expect for every paid user to have about 4 free users using the app. I see. that's the time. And our sales and marketing budget is about 25% of the lifetime value of a user.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.